Hey, it's your boy Crypto Expat Live back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about an exciting new development with Bitcoin. Not Bitcoin itself, but just a new initiative that I just found. We're going to talk a little bit about Michael Saylor, how his plan to get Bitcoin to 500,000, and we're also just going to talk a little bit about Ethereum and a few other scams. So let's roll that intro and let's get into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and bell notification so when I upload my latest vids, you can get notified immediately. Okay, I made a community post yesterday, 21 hours ago. StableHourly. This was a Ponzi scam where you invest, you get 8% a day or some BS like that. And I made a video specifically and I said, do not invest in this. This is a scam. This looks like just another RIN miner, right? There was YouTubers pushing this. I'm not going to name names, but just go and search. And if they haven't deleted their videos by now, they'll still be up. And I just basically say, guys, this is, give this some time. Once the money runs out, or they just pay enough people to keep on promoting it, and they just, they know the accounts. So what they'll do is they'll just basically pay the people that they know that are YouTubers to get more people in. So then they reach to a certain point where they'll go, okay, we've made so much money, we're just going to pull the plug because we don't want people to keep on withdrawing. And guess what? Lo and behold, someone commented and said, hey, StableHourly's gone. The account is suspended. I mean, this is just a rug designed from the start to rug and steal people's money. And that's why I made this video, to stop people investing. People even commented and said, I invested $1,000. And my whole thing with this channel is to clean up crypto, is to stop this sort of nonsense and rubbish that is happening. But this is what gives crypto a bad name. People go into this stuff and they think that they're going to make money, but really they're just having a toxic and negative effect on crypto. Long term, this is what is going to stain crypto. All they're looking on is to, get their money, and hopefully they'll make enough money before it rugs. They can bring enough people in, get the referral commission, and move on to the next toxic scam. But long term, it's going to come back and bite every single person in crypto, including the people that are advocating and pushing these toxic scams. Yes, there will always be these scams in crypto because it's the Wild Wild West and there's no accountability. But I'm certainly not going to be one that is going to be advocating or pushing this, because karma's a bitch, guys. Karma's going to come back and bite you in the ass, because what goes around comes around. I'm just telling you. Also, there was this tweet that I saw of proof of work. These guys are like, come and fill in this form. Basically, you've just got to be very careful. Ethereum POOW, it's very easy to fake an account and then start spreading it and saying that you're going to get some free ETH proof of work. Whatever the scam is, right? Just remember one thing. If it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Just use your common sense, guys. This is crypto. This is where all the scammers are like hiding, because they know they can trick people that are just less educated than them. Okay, that are just gullible and they just want to make money fast. They're the ones that will fall for it. Okay, I've already spoken about Bitcoin Beach in the past. People think that Bitcoin is slow. It only does 7 transactions per second, and once people start sending more transactions, it costs more. Well, there's actually already like a layer on top of Bitcoin. It's called Bitcoin Lightning, and you can literally just do the transactions at light speed. It's almost instant finality confirmation, and you can trade it in Satoshis. So Bitcoin is divisible by 8. You can trade in Satoshis. So you can send 5,000 Satoshi, you can send 1,000 Satoshi to anyone in the world that has a Bitcoin Lightning wallet. And this is what this Bitcoin Beach initiative is about. It started in El Salvador, and it's kind of like slowly spreading in Latin America, Brazil, some in Brazil, Colombia, and little bits and pieces in Venezuela, but mostly sort of orientated around El Salvador and the beach vibe. Okay, there's a map here, and you can even actually start sending people these money, right? And I've already done a video on this where I just basically found random people that I found on the app, because they're using these for businesses. But people say, well, I can't buy a cup of coffee with Bitcoin because the transaction fees are too high, and I'm going to stick around for 10 minutes to wait for the confirmation. Well, you can buy Bitcoin. You can buy a cup of coffee with Bitcoin. You just need the Bitcoin Lightning wallet, and that's what this Bitcoin Beach. Now I can't show you here because I haven't got the app. See if I can find some old video footage. But yeah, you just pull up the app. You can just find someone that if you know their address, or if you know their location, even on the map, you can just send them Satoshis. That's what I did in one of my videos. I sent about 20 people Bitcoin for free. Now, this whole concept is now being replicated in pouch.ph, and this is basically this is like exactly like Bitcoin Beach, but it's just an initiative in Philippines with Bitcoin Lightning. They just have their own Bitcoin Lightning Network app. Here, Bitcoin Island, Boracay. Now, if you don't know what Boracay is, it's a famous island in the Philippines. It's just been reopened, I think, about a year now, because it was just getting too many tourists, and it's one of the most beautiful spots in the world. But now they're live with 100 locations, including resorts, fine dining, water sports, and more. So essentially, it's just like another kind of like Bitcoin Lightning wallet, right? Where you can just come along here, go to these businesses here, actually use their service or hotel, or they sell food or whatever it is. Let's just go and click on this one here. It's a Red Coconut Beach Hotel. Now they'll accept Bitcoin, right? And you can send them Bitcoin using this Bitcoin Lightning. So this is a really good initiative. Again, this already exists. Why do people not talking about it? It's because they're too distracted with things like Ethereum and shitcoins and NFTs. Okay, so this is another really good initiative that I found, which will slowly spread until people will realize this in years and years to come. Once they're failing economies, once the economy goes to shit, or it's already to shit, recession. It's all going to come and evolve eventually, right? It's just people don't see it yet. One person, in my opinion, who does see it is Michael Saylor, and basically he is a public MicroStrategy. He's the founder of MicroStrategy. They're a publicly listed company, and they basically own the most Bitcoin in the world for a public traded company. And in one of his latest videos, I couldn't find it. I saw it about a week ago, and then I was sifting through trying to find the video again, because he's done so many videos. But basically, he publicly went on a show, and he said that him and his company, because they're into software. Before they got into Bitcoin, they were a software company. So he's been around the blocks, and he knows exactly how software works. And now he's like a Bitcoin maximalist, if you want to call it. But basically, what he said on this interview was, we can get Bitcoin into population of the world. All they need is a software application that is really user friendly to use, and his company's going to develop this software. They're in the process of already doing it. And basically, he said if everyone in the world can have like a mobile phone, $100 device or less, they can have an app, like a Bitcoin Lightning compatible app, and then they can send Bitcoin in Satoshis, divisible to 8, to anyone in the world, right? So now they can transact and have a business and send money to other people. See, the problem is here, like in the West, where we have money, we can get a bank account, okay? But the majority of the people in the world cannot get money into a bank. They can't even get a bank account. Here, they can get a mobile phone, which is very, very cheap. They can download an app and they can start transacting. And the more people that have this, as we know with Bitcoin, the more users use Bitcoin, he said that his goal is to get 8 million people to have, 8 billion people to have a device like this where they can transact in Bitcoin. So the more the bigger the network grows, obviously the more people use it, the more scarce, because there's only going to ever be 21 Bitcoin. Okay, you can mine more gold, you can print more money, but there'll only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. And with Bitcoin as well, no one can take that from you. Okay, unless they have the private keys, no one can take that from you. Right now, in the current world, there's all sorts of crazy laws in America. I mean, there's even a law in America where if you're traveling along and you got like, $5,000 in your wallet or $10,000 in your on your person, right? You get stopped by a policeman, and a policeman says, have you got any currency on you? And you go and you declare and say, yeah, I've got $10,000 on me. He can basically take that money from you, and there's not one thing you can do, because if he deems that money as coming from illicit activities, even though it's not proven, he can actually immediately on the spot take that money from you, and then it's up to you to get it back from the government. It's called civil forfeiture. And even with everything that is currently set up in the current laws, if for whatever reason that you go to jail, whether you're right or wrong, or even let's just say that you have done nothing wrong, but for some reason you're proven to have done some sort of crime and you go to jail, right? They can basically take all your possessions, depending on the crime, obviously, but they can basically take your possessions. They can take your money in your bank. They can do that by law. They can basically take everything that you've ever owned in your life. They can take from you, and they can put you in jail. They can even take your freedom, right? This is one of the most important things right now in the current world of democracy, and every country stands for is freedom, right? We know what's happening over in Ukraine right now. Their freedom is being taken away from them. So this can even happen to you at any point in time. Your freedom can be taken away. But there's one thing that can never be taken away, and that's your Bitcoin. Bitcoin can not be taken away. It supersedes freedom. So I want you to think about that for a second. So this is why it's really important that we keep on promoting Bitcoin, we keep on getting it out to the masses, and we get it into the masses' hands. Because Lightning Network is already here. It already works flawlessly. The transactions are instant, and the gas fees are next to nothing or free. Now this initiative here, it'll gradually catch on as companies go broke, as countries start the value of their money starts devaluing. We've seen this all across the world. In Latin America, we've seen it. In Greece, we saw it. In Zimbabwe, like the fiat dollar is going to collapse in many of these countries. Many of these central banks are going to collapse. And the one thing that's going to be there that people can still use, and the more people use it, the value is going to go up, because it's a finite supply, is Bitcoin. So this process is going to take a long time. It's going to take many years, but I've always said Bitcoin is going to hit $1 million by 2030. I 100% believe that. I think it'll get there sooner. So that's only 7.5 years away, but we're getting distracted right now by all these things like Ethereum, NFTs, shitcoins, all these projects that will just basically, they'll all be gone. I'm talking about the shitcoins and NFT projects and play to earn projects and move to earn. They'll all be gone. Bitcoin's still going to be around, right? So I want you to think about that for a second. These are just distractions, right? And in my opinion, Bitcoin's the only one that you should be buying and storing, and then have a second strategy. But your number one strategy, in my opinion, is to buy and store and hodl Bitcoin. Then second strategy is to buy these other layer ones like Ethereum, BNB. Some people like Cardano, buy Cardano. Solana. If you like Polkadot, buy Polkadot. Okay. Polygon, Avalanche. If you like Atom, Cosmos, buy Atom. It's just it depends on what your preference is. But buy the layer ones. Near Protocol is one I've already spoken about. Okay, that's up and coming and doing well. Algo, also. So all these layer ones, you can't really go wrong because they've been around, they're stable. But really, you should just be buying and holding your Bitcoin, in my opinion, not financial advice. All right, guys, so that's all I wanted to say. There's so much distractions going on right now. It's all designed there to for you to lose focus, right? And just regain your focus and keep on dollar cost averaging your Bitcoin. Not saying don't get into these other projects. Yeah, get into these other projects, have some fun, but really your goal is to buy Bitcoin, because there's only a finite supply. There's only 21 million, and we got 2 halvings coming up in 2024 and 2028. Holy crap. By the time we get to 2028, Bitcoin is going to go off the chart. So it's very, very exciting. Very, very exciting times this decade. And don't miss out on this opportunity. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share if you can, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys,